if we stay in this level long enough, we will say the change of the daylight, I guess. This very nice sundown, sundown, sunset, downset, sunset, sundown. You can see it on. You can use it on the humans as well already. There's some ragdoll, but it's probably it may not work 100% right, but try it. We will see. Oh. It was nice. Somebody asks about stealth. There is going to be a stealth. It will. There is no stealth mode. It will depend on your clothes. So if you have armor on yourself, you will make a lot of noise, and if the armor is shiny, you will be also very visible. At the same time, the stealth is not about crouching, which is funny because in most games when you crouch you are invisible, which is kind of stupid because if you are in the middle of the town square crouching, you are the most visible person probably around. So it will be situation dependent, I would say. If you are in somewhere in the night, there are not any people, and you will crouch, you will be less visible. But if you are in the middle of the crowd crouching and trying to pickpocket people, it will be a warning to the people that you are probably a thief. But all will depend on your skill, visibility and noise. So there are not any special modes to enter the stealth or something. We don't have any classes. Any character and any player can be anything he wants to. And train anything. So if you spend enough time, you can make perfect bard, warrior, thief, archer. But it probably will take a lot of time. Currently we don't have any level caps, I guess. So it may change, but we don't plan it right now. Zemdich. Somebody asked about flails and about weaponry as well. Right now we have a sword against sword. This is something that actually works, and we will add new weapons. We will start adding new weapons now. The problem with kind of obscure weapons is that they work very differently than others. So right now we are still investigating the pole weapons like halberds. They are kind of problem in interiors and against horses, and we need to find out if it's possible or achievable in Act 1 to have them. And the flails are, sadly, because it's a very cool weapon, they are not going to be in Act 1 at least, because they are also very complicated and unpredictable and very different from what we have built right now. Somebody asked, and it's scrolling away, 2 questions, and it looked like a regular question. A lot of multiplayer. A lot of people ask about multiplayer. No multiplayer. We are a small team. This is a single player game from the beginning. I like co-op games. MMO is out of the question totally. It's not. We don't have any experience with it. It's totally different genre, and it would be totally different game. I like co-op games. It's cool when you can play with your friend. I'm playing the Diablo 3 with my wife right now, so I like it. But this is much more story-based than, for example, Diablo or some other games that are good for co-op. So it would be we would have a lot of issues with the story. There are some situations that cannot be played by, some quests that cannot be played by several people. I don't know, if you are in a prison or something, you can hardly be there with someone else. So this is a problem. We don't we will definitely not have any multiplayer in Act 1, and in Act 2 and 3 as well. It's most likely that is not going to be multiplayer in the story arc that is already planned. We may add. It's a possibility that sometime in the future we will do multiplayer combat arena or something. It would be cool, but it's definitely not something we want to promise. Another very common question is about PC versus our lead programmer started a flame war on some websites when he answered about consoles. So is a lot of people, when he announced the Xbox and PS4 versions, a lot of people start to be scared that we are going to dump down the PC version or something, which is definitely not the case. We are when you develop a game, you need to set yourself some quality you want to achieve, which we did, and some hardware you want to run on, and optimize the game for this hardware. And it's not because of consoles or something. It's simply because you need to set yourself some standards you want to achieve, and you don't want to change these goals on the way, because it will multiply the length of the development and make the whole process very complicated. So the game as it is designed right now, well, designed right now, is going to run on the next-gen consoles, and on PCs you can have bigger resolutions, higher visibility probably if you have very powerful PC. On regular PC, the difference between the console version and the regular normal live PC is not going to be, for normal person it's probably not going to be visible, and I would say that that's the level of quality is perfectly okay with me that we can achieve on the consoles. The consoles have a lot memory, so we can have high-res textures and everything, and people with high-end PCs will have definitely bigger resolutions. Probably they can set higher viewing distance and such stuff. So I would not say that the consoles are not the bottleneck this time. It's not as with previous generation. We are perfectly okay about how it is right now. And I would say that all gamers on any platforms should probably be okay with it as well. I don't feel any restriction so far on what we want to achieve. The biggest and most the most challenging feature of the game are the battles, and this is something technically very hard to develop. So this is something I'm scared of, and it's not a problem of the graphics. It's problem of the AI or our how smart we are, how we will be able to design it and make it work in the code. So it's related also by power of the hardware, but not as it's also about how smart we are, how we will make it. Another something interesting. So so this is probably it. I hoped you are not disappointed. If something didn't look as good as you think it should, I believe we are going to make it much better in next 2 years. I probably can't repeat it enough. This is just a very early version of the game. We still have 2 years ahead of us, so a lot of things will be improved or changed or replaced by better stuff. I hear that we just reached. We are almost at 900,000 pounds, so we are very grateful to everyone who is supporting us. Our Kickstarter ends on Thursday, so 49 hours from now. So if you didn't pledge or backed us, you have still 49 hours to do it on Kickstarter. After the Kickstarter, we are going to launch our own store, and most of the tiers are going to be possible to buy on our own web shop for very similar prices as on Kickstarter. Some things are, especially the swords, are exclusive, we probably will let you buy the more swords over time, but the ones we are developing for the Kickstarter backers are going to be special. They will have some special inscription on them and will be probably a little bit higher quality than the swords that are going to be available later, at least for the same price. So again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for awesome support we are getting from you. We really were we are very happy, and we were very surprised how good the game was received so far, which is great. So this is it. Thank you for watching. We will keep updating new stuff even after Kickstarter. We will be you can follow our blogs. We will do video updates, but not as frequently as during the Kickstarter campaign, of course. And thank you. It's great to have all this support, and bye, good night or good day, whatever it is where you are right now.